morning, guys. I'm glad it kind of rained. And that's a terrible, that's terrible to jump on the highway like that. I don't know what these construction people are thinking. They're gonna kill us. Anyways, it needed to rain last night because it was very humid. I haven't been able to post Wednesday's video because the internet is just not there. But it's currently still downloading. But I said, let's go ahead and just start making this video. So I ended up picking up from Terre Haute last night. I fell asleep, got some rest, and I'm on my way to Morris, Illinois for the delivery. And it's scheduled for 11:30. I should be there around 9:30 a.m., 2 hours early, if everything goes well. I mean, so far it's turning out to be a decent week. It's an okay week. I don't go far. I used to, but with 2 kids at the house, I need to stay a little closer. I ended up booking a load. I ended up booking a load after this one that delivers towards my house tonight. So, like I said, if everything goes well, I'll drop this one, pick up that other local, and take it back home. And so it's not a bad week financially after cost, after diesel and things like that. The week is still not done. But let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So diesel is at an all-time high. I've spoken to drivers that have been driving for 30 plus years, and they've said they don't know how the owner operators are making it. With fuel as $5 plus. That's insane. And so fuel is a big cost. And so I know you make fun of me for it, but me being cheap, me hunting for the cheapest fuel, that's how I'm surviving. drives are somewhere in the 6 to 700, and the trailer are somewhere around 500. Brakes, I got 18 brakes. I got, you know, lot of problems. And so, one of the things that people don't realize is we pay the highway tax. Okay, small cars don't. You think you pay the highway tax with your tolls, but tolls are not even highway tax. Tolls are whoever company owns if it's the state, if they sold the rights to France, China, so tolls are expensive for us. If it's 75 cents for you, it's like $10 for us. And so you have fuel, you have road tax, you have tolls. And we also pay IFTA. IFTA is fuel tax. So we might get the fuel cheaper, but we're still going to pay the tax at the end of every 3 months, which is a quarter. There's 4 quarters in a year. So we have to. I do it manually. I log in and I put in my miles and I pay for it. Last quarter I paid like 89 cents because I don't travel like crazy. Some people pay more. It depends on how far and where you get your fuel. If you burn a lot of fuel, you pay fuel tax, IFTA. And if when you're good to go, they give you the sticker for the year. Seems like, you know, if you want to jump in the trucking business, the trucking game, it's not lucrative at this moment because another issue is the value of trucks. You get an old one and it has character, and you gotta fix the character, and it takes money. Or you buy a brand new one for $250,000, which is crazy nowadays, because you used to get a brand new one for like $165,000, $175,000, like a brand new one, and it's going to be good for 1,000,000 miles. You know, now they're $250,000. And half the time you don't even know if you're going to get a good one. So that's another issue. Then the cost of a trailer. You could work with just a truck, but you're at the mercy of where the trailer is to go pick it up and drop it off. I did that for a couple days, and I said while my trailer was being repaired, and I was miserable. You need a trailer. If you want to do flatbeds, if you want to do dry van, if you want to do reefer, you gotta have a trailer. But it's just, the cost is killing us. And, you know, and USA reported that 9,300 trucking companies have erased their numbers. That means out of the business. That's not. I mean, just in 1 month alone, you got 9,300. That's a lot of drivers that went out of business, and last month. Man, the roads are terrible out here. Rain, go away. Actually, I don't mind the rain. I actually like it. My dad always used to tell me rain is a blessing. Because we didn't have rain back home. And so he always told me rain is a good sign and rain is a blessing. One of the things that makes you feel good about trucking is, for me, because I own my own truck and trailer, is the freedom to try to go home and see my family. Because ultimately, this is why we do what we do. I hope and I pray that God, I hope and pray that God has put it in your heart to take care of your family. And so I love taking care of my family. And so I sacrifice with everything that I am, with every fiber in my blood, for my family. Now, I think I've averaged about $4 a mile loaded. I will try to do the math and get back to you on that. But this one is $5 a mile. The other one was about $6 a mile, and the one before that was about $4.50 a mile. So if I had to say, I'm somewhere in the 380s. Loaded and loaded and empty. Right now, I'll see you guys later. This is one of the things that is not talked about in trucking, but this is a very dangerous game, and you have to come in conclusion that maybe you go out there one day and you don't come back. This is a very dangerous game. Cannot take this game lightly. I think I might have to go and research that fact, or if one of you guys want to policeman is number one. Okay? The occupation with the most hazardous, I think, is a police officer, because they go towards the fire. I think it's the same thing with a firefighter. So I think we are number 3. And so this game, this trucking game, is not to be taken lightly. That's one of the most one of the most dangerous jobs out there. Okay, so you gotta have it in your mind. Get your eggs in order. You never, if you don't take this game seriously, then you die. So the good, the bad, and the ugly, that's part of it. So I want you to take it seriously. If you're thinking about doing trucking, on a constant basis, I deal with terrible drivers all the time. Now, I'm not a perfect driver myself, but because you guys are just so bad, four-wheelers are just so bad, that makes us like, whatever. Now, in my 2+ years of trucking, what I noticed is there's about 3 different types of drivers. The ones that are afraid of us, the one that have no fear, and the one that we don't even exist to them. Okay? For example, the ones that don't have fear, okay, they just zip by us, cut us off, cut us off from our blind spot, whatever. Those are those crazy drivers, no fear. And then you have drivers that were oblivious. We don't even exist to them. Okay? And they'll be right next to us. Okay, they'll be right next to us. They'll be, when we give the signal that we want to merge to the right, they're next to us and they don't care. They don't want to even speed up a little bit to give us room to go right behind them. Nothing. Those drivers, we just don't exist to them. Then you got ones that have complete fear when they're next to truckers. They zip by you, boom, go fast. They don't want to be next to you. And so we are a very dangerous job, and we got to deal with at least 3 different types of truck drivers, 4-wheeler drivers. So it's a very dangerous job. It could be rewarding at times, but it's a very dangerous job, and you got to take it seriously. So I just wanted to keep it posted. I made my delivery, the one that I picked up yesterday. I had some lunch and I rested a little bit while they were unloading me. And right now I'm on my way to go do a pickup not too far from where I dropped, going back towards home. And I'll go home and refresh and then make the night delivery. And everything will be dandy. And then tomorrow's a new day. So I think my sleep schedule is thrown off a bit. So that's why I normally don't take naps during the day or whatever, but when you've been going to sleep late, waking up early, I guess you tend to fall asleep a bit more, you know. So the beautiful thing is I'm not too far from the pickup from this one. I'm picking up, I believe, cereal, Kellogg, and it's going to Aldi. It's not the greatest load in the world financially, but it's going home, so I'll take it. And it was about like 12 miles away from where I dropped off. So go see the road with me. another beautiful day. See you tomorrow.